Math is fun, let's learn. So under Maxima and Minima, what you have to know is there are only 4 steps that will help you to solve any kind of question under Maxima and Minima. So the first step is try to catch hold of the main equation. So mind you, the word I am using is main equation, because you will see that in a question, especially in the problem statement, there will be more than one equation. So you have to target the main equation and jot it down. Now what are you going to do with the main equation? Step number 2, you need to first differentiate it. So which means try to differentiate that function once. So differentiate it once. Why are you differentiating it? Then comes your step 3. You are differentiating it so that when you equate the first differentiation to 0, you will be getting the value of x. So this x is your turning point. So turning points, it can be maximum point, minimum point, or even point of inflection. Now after getting x, so you saw that turning points is 3. There are 3 turning points. So maximum, minimum, or point of inflection. Now you must be wondering, now what the x I got, is it maximum, is it minimum, or is it in point of inflection? This will be resolved in step number 4. So when you try to differentiate the first differentiation, it becomes second derivatives, right? So when you differentiate it twice, then the answer that you get from the second derivative, you have to compare it with 0. Is 0 greater, or is 0 lesser, or is it equal to 0? So if the 0 is maximum, meaning if your y double dash is negative, this indicates that. So now this is the confirmation part. So step 4 is usually your confirmation part. Confirmation. So you are confirming whether the points that you got in step number 3, is it maximum or minimum, or even point of inflection. So if 0 is greater, the x point you got is maximum. If 0 is lesser, then it is minimum. And if it is equals to 0, you have to check further to see whether it's really a point of inflection, or will it give you a different answer, right? So this 4 steps will keep on coming under maximum and minimum. And remember, the x that you get, the point you get in step number 3 are turning points. The x which you replace in the function, main function, the value you get is the turning value. So turning value is found here, whereas turning points is found in step 3. Turning value. Now examples, a simple example, if I use a blue color, right? So let's say the function f of x, let's say the main equation is x squared plus 2x. Then I directly got my main equation. Then step number 2, differentiate it once. So you are getting 2x plus 2. What are you going to do with this? You have to equate it to 0 so that you will get the value of x.
This is period number 4.
So seems like the value of x is -1. Now I'm confused. What is this point? So then I will go to double differentiation. So differentiate it twice. So seems like I directly got my value without having to replace x. So compare with 0. 2. So 0 seems to be less compared to 2. So this indicates minimum point. So that means the x point that you got earlier, -1, is the minimum point. So now how are you going to get the value? So like I said, you have to go to the main equation. So f of -1 is equal to -1 whole square plus 2 times -1 is 1 plus -2, which is equal to -1. So this is the value, minimum value, whereas this is the point. So that's it. So in any kind of question, you always encounter the main equation, then you have to differentiate it once. That equate to 0 will give you x value, then double differentiate to confirm what is that x point is. Then to get the value, you put the point in the main equation. That's it. Thank you.